Okay, just a basic problem computing the derivative of a function involving natural log of x. Well, of course, the formula for the derivative of natural log of x is a pretty easy one. It only applies to one function, so you've seen the formula in the book. Just the derivative of natural log of x with respect to x is 1 over x. So that's only one problem. Of course, we'd like to take derivatives of functions that have natural log of x as one of the pieces, and we can do that pretty easily just by combining this new rule with the old rules. So if I asked you to find the derivative of this big function, really most of the problem is something we could have done 2 chapters ago. We take the derivative of 3x to the 4th plus 2x to the 3rd minus 4 natural log of x. Erase that here and get that out of the way. Okay, so again, and now basically we just have to combine most of the rules some of the rules we've already talked about with this new rule. So of course we've got the sum and difference rule that tells us take the derivative of each term in a sum or a difference separately. Okay, that's something we've been using for a long time. And so I can go ahead and do this. And probably kind of tuck it in there. Probably you can do some of these derivatives involving powers of x so quickly you don't even go through all these by hand. But of course the next thing we would do, for instance, how do you take the derivative of 3x to the 4th? Well, you factor out the 3 using the constant multiple rule, and then you take the derivative of x to the 4th, which we'll do just using the power rule. And then again in this term we factor out the constant of 2, and we use the power rule for x to the 3rd. Here we're going to factor out that constant of a 4, that constant factor of 4. Just like we can at any other time. If we take the derivative of a constant times a function, we can factor the constant outside. So, again, not much different really there. And so what do we have here? It's 3 times the derivative of x to the 4th, which is 4x to the 3rd, using the power rule. And I've got 2 times the derivative of x cubed. Of course, the power rule just says that's x squared. Okay, and then minus 4, and now the only difference is we use this new rule for this one little piece of the derivative we need. The derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x. So for the final answer on this one, we're going to get 12x to the 3rd plus 6x squared minus 4 over x. Okay, so that's the derivative of the function we started with, f prime of x. Okay, and again, you'll see this in quite a few of the problems. The function you have is mostly familiar to you, but now it's got some natural logs in it or somewhere, so just have to add this one new rule in.